darling, I'll be oh so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. I would beg and steal,
he would beg and steal,
just to feel,
yes, just to feel
your heart.
I want your heart
beating close to mine,
so close to mine.
Wherever you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely, begging on my knees. All I ask is please, please love me. Oh, yes.
On November 23, 1956, a line started forming at 11 a.m. in front of the Lowe's Theater in Memphis, Tennessee. Excited Elvis Presley fans were waiting for the box office to open, hoping to get a seat to see their hero on screen in his first motion picture, Love Me Tender. Ironically, years earlier, Elvis had been fired at Lowe's for fighting with a fellow usher.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
Love Me Tender was originally titled The Reno Brothers, but the producers changed the title to capitalize on Elvis's enormous popularity and the fact that 2 million copies of Love Me Tender had already been sold before production on the film got underway. Elvis won the respect of his fellow actors on Love Me Tender as he put in 12 hours a day at the studio, asking only for time off to appear on The Ed Sullivan Show.
Now, Elvis is going to sing for you the theme song of his new 20th Century Fox picture, and later in the evening I want you to meet Robert Webb, who directed it. Now, the song, as he does it in the picture, Love Me Tender, is when his three brothers have come home from the Confederate armies. He's the younger brother who's been left back home, and he sings this song to his mother and his young bride, Elvis Presley.
Those Sullivan appearances earned some of the highest TV ratings of the 50s. Ironically, Elvis's first appearance on the show was without Ed Sullivan, who was recovering from a serious automobile accident. Elvis was introduced for the first time on the show, not by Ed, but by noted actor Charles Laughton.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, once more to Hollywood to see and hear that man again, Mr. Elvis Presley, to Hollywood. Oh.
Although Ed Sullivan had once declared he'd never have the gyrating Elvis on his show, it became apparent that after several appearances, he'd become genuinely fond of the boy from Tupelo. In fact, at a time when Elvis was still being criticized as a bad influence on America's youth, it was Sullivan's praise on national television that silenced Elvis critics.
This is a real, decent, fine boy.
I need your love too much. Want the thrill of your tough energy. I can't love you too much. You do all the living while I do all the giving. Gonna love you too much. Well, you spend all my money too much. I have to share your honey too much. When I want some loving, you're gone. Don't you know you're treating your daddy wrong? Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much. I need your loving all the time. Need your hugging, please be mine. Need you near me, stay real close. Please, please hear me. You're the most. Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much, too much. Well, every time I kiss your sweet lips, I can feel my heart go flip, flip. I'm such a fool for your charms. Take me back, baby, in your arms. Like to hear you sighing, even though I know you're lying. Gonna love you too much. I need your loving all the time. I need your hugging, please be mine. Need you near me, stay real close. Please, please hear me. You're the most. Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much.
Here's that address I promised you to receive that free Elvis memorabilia catalog. Write Elvis, Post Office Box 3373, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359. Remember, if you would like a free Elvis memorabilia catalog, write to Elvis, Post Office Box 3373, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359. I'm Lance Legault, and everybody remembers Elvis' record-setting Las Vegas appearances of the late 60s and early 70s. But did you know Elvis also had a less than successful Las Vegas appearance? We'll hear all about it next.
I like to entertain people. That's why I pick all my records, and I try to pick the best songs possible. I try to do the best I can in the movies with the experience that I've gotten and everything.
Treat me like a fool, treat me mean and cruel, but love me break my faithful heart, tear it all apart, but love me. Won't you love me? If you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. I would beg and steal, just to feel, your heart. I want your heart beating close to mine, so close to mine. Wherever you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. I would beg and steal, he would beg and steal, just to feel, yes, just to feel your heart. I want your heart beating close to mine, so close to mine. Wherever you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely, begging on my knees. All I ask is please, please love me. Oh, yes.
On November 23, 1956, a line started forming at 11 a.m. in front of the Lowe's Theater in Memphis, Tennessee. Excited Elvis Presley fans were waiting for the box office to open, hoping to get a seat to see their hero on screen in his first motion picture, Love Me Tender. Ironically, years earlier, Elvis had been fired at Lowe's for fighting with a fellow usher.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time.
Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
Love Me Tender was originally titled The Reno Brothers, but the producers changed the title to capitalize on Elvis's enormous popularity and the fact that 2 million copies of Love Me Tender had already been sold before production on the film got underway. Elvis won the respect of his fellow actors on Love Me Tender as he put in 12 hours a day at the studio, asking only for time off to appear on The Ed Sullivan Show.
Now, Elvis is going to sing for you the theme song of his new 20th Century Fox picture, and later in the evening I want you to meet Robert Webb, who directed it. Now, the song, as he does it in the picture, Love Me Tender, is when his three brothers have come home from the Confederate armies. He's the younger brother who's been left back home, and he sings this song to his mother and his young bride, Elvis Presley.
Those Sullivan appearances earned some of the highest TV ratings of the 50s. Ironically, Elvis's first appearance on the show was without Ed Sullivan, who was recovering from a serious automobile accident. Elvis was introduced for the first time on the show, not by Ed, but by noted actor Charles Laughton.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, once more to Hollywood, to see and hear that man again, Mr. Elvis Presley, to Hollywood. Oh!
Although Ed Sullivan had once declared he'd never have the gyrating Elvis on his show, it became apparent that after several appearances, he'd become genuinely fond of the boy from Tupelo. In fact, at a time when Elvis was still being criticized as a bad influence on America's youth, it was Sullivan's praise on national television that silenced Elvis critics.
This is a real, decent, fine boy.
I need your love too much. Want the thrill of your tough energy. I can't love you too much. You do all the living while I do all the giving. Gonna love you too much. Well, you spend all my money too much. I have to share your honey too much. When I want some loving, you're gone. Don't you know you're treating your daddy wrong? Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much. I need your loving all the time. Need your hugging. Please be mine. Need you near me. Stay real close. Please, please hear me. You're the most. Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much, too much. Well, every time I kiss your sweet lips, I can feel my heart go flip, flip. I'm such a fool for your charms. Take me back, baby, in your arms. Like to hear you sighing, even though I know you're lying. Gonna love you too much. I need your loving all the time. I need your hugging. Please be mine. Need you near me. Stay real close. Please, please hear me. You're the most. Now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted. Gonna love you too much.
Here's that address I promised you to receive that free Elvis memorabilia catalog. Write Elvis, Post Office Box 3373, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359. Remember, if you would like a free Elvis memorabilia catalog, write to Elvis, Post Office Box 3373, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359. I'm Lance Legault, and everybody remembers Elvis' record-setting Las Vegas appearances of the late 60s and early 70s. But did you know Elvis also had a less than successful Las Vegas appearance? We'll hear all about it next.
Elvis International Forum is a magazine that not only pays tribute to a man in his music, but gives you a chance to become involved in each issue. The man closest to Elvis, Joe Esposito, answers your personal questions. Special friends like Eddie Fidel, DJ Fontana, and others reveal stories about Elvis' personal life, his world, and his music. Elvis International Forum is packed with exclusive memories, stories, interviews, and rare photos. This special magazine will touch you deeply as we go behind the scenes and reveal the many sides of Elvis you just never knew. I've been an Elvis fan ever since I saw the movie Love Me Tender, and I wouldn't be without the Elvis International Forum magazine. It brings back all my fondest memories of Elvis.
For information, write Elvis, Box 3373, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359.
I'd like to tell you that it's really been a pleasure being in Las Vegas. This makes our second week here. Tonight's our last night, and we've had a pretty good time while we're here.
Bright light city, gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there. They're all living the devil may care, and I'm just a devil with love to spare. So viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas. How I wish that there were more than the 24 hours in the day. Even if there were 40 more, I wouldn't sleep a minute away. Oh, there's blackjack and poker and the roulette wheel, a fortune won and lost on every deal. All you need is a strong heart and a nerve of steel. Viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas with your neon flashing and your one-armed bandits crashing all those hopes down the drain. Viva Las Vegas, turning day into nighttime, turning night into daytime. If you see it once, you'll never be the same again. I'm gonna keep on the run, I'm gonna have me some fun. If it costs me my very last dime, if I wind up broke, well, I'll always remember that I had a swing in time. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Lady luck, please let the dice stay hot. Let me shoot a 7 with every shot. Viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas, viva, viva Las Vegas.
Aside from Memphis and Hollywood, Las Vegas was the most important city in the career of Elvis Presley. For one thing, he was married in Las Vegas, and it was also the famed gambling strip that launched the enormously successful concert years of the 70s. In 1969, Elvis began his return to live performing with a 4-week appearance at the Las Vegas International Hotel. He was paid $1 million. I'll never forget opening night. Yes, I was there.
She don't, oh God, I know she loves me, my, well, my baby, I know she
It's hard to match those first Las Vegas concerts in 1969 for pure electricity felt by an audience. There was no doubt the famed City That Never Sleeps had a love affair going with Elvis. However, that wasn't always the case. In August of 1956, Elvis was booked for 2 weeks of shows at the Frontier Hotel. Believe it or not, the engagement was canceled after the first week because of the poor reception.
Friends, we got a song here that we have on record. This song here's really been a big seller for me. Sold 43. The song is called Money Honey.
You know the landlord rang my front door bell. I let it ring for a long, long spell. I went to the window, I peeped through the blind, and I asked him to tell me what was on his mind. Money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. Well, I screamed and I hollered, I was so hard-pressed. I called the woman that I love the best. I finally got my baby about 3:30. She said, I'd like to know what you want. Money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. What's wrong with you? From this day on, our romance is through. I said, tell me, baby, face to face, how could another man tell? Money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me.
Elvis, take another bow. Let's have a great hand. Wish him farewell. Nice trip. Elvis.
I'm Lance Legault, and we'll be right back with the Elvis 15th Anniversary Radio Tribute.